my love.
What's your problem? Don't you know the meaning of privacy?
Cause last.
Hi, my name is Elozonam and this is
Vandora, baby.
And this is
Paul's Fun Facts. If you could get 30 seconds with the first girl that ever broke your heart, what would you say?
I'd say it's not your fault. It really isn't. You were tired and you did what you had to do. So
I think that makes you like a bad boyfriend.
how?
Like, don't you get it? You said it's not your fault. I'm sure you were tired, so you made somebody tired.
Well, I mean, it's never that simple, but if it comes down to it, it's not your fault, man. Maybe I wasn't just right for you, you know?
No, you're still single, so clearly.
You are scum. You don't know what you had and you broke my heart, so GTFO. Wow. Okay, so me. At what age did you experience your first heartbreak and how was it served?
I think I was 14.
Wait, what?
I was 14.
Was I? Wow,
I was 14. I was 14. I was in school, right? So I had a boyfriend. You know, as a big girl now, I was a junior, but I was dating a senior because
14, okay.
Yes, because levels. Okay, popular, pretty gang. They understand me.
At 14.
We were dating for some time, and then we stopped dating. And then he told, this is so embarrassing. He told his best friend to come and give me a note, and he left school because it was like boarding and day. And and then in the note he expressed how he no longer wants our relationship because he doesn't get to see me and stuff. And I thought that was really embarrassing. He didn't have the courage to do it himself.
Wherever you are,
You're lost, baby.
you are young, so we just an excuse.
So, second question. What is the most brutal heartbreak story you have ever heard? And tell us if it's yours.
It's not mine. I would say off the top of my head, because I've heard way too many stories to just pick one of the most brutal, but off the top of my head, one of my friends was dating this girl, right? And one day he went to this guy's house, and his guy and babe are friends, or were friends. But it turns out that the guy was,
Wow. Yeah.
you know, and when he found out, he confronted the girl, and the girl was like, "So, well, fine, okay, go," and then just, walked away. So I think the most annoying thing about finding out something like that is when the person is nonchalant, the person doesn't give me. Can we swear? We can give a shit. Yeah. So he asked this guy how far. This guy tried to deny, but he had proof. Like, yeah. I think that's one of the ones I've heard off the top of my head recently.
So you're honest. You're all about like intention. Like, show me that I meant something. That's going to change the cheating.
It's not going to change it. You're still going to GTFO, but at least you have some form of closure, you know?
So she's just, oh my God, I can't believe it, Elo. I'm so sorry, but you still do like, this is so messed up. What the fuck? And then you still leave her. And
then look out the window so dramatically.
Okay.
But you will still get the fuck out, please. All right. What's the worst way anyone has ever served you breakfast? What's the worst way anyone has ever served you breakfast?
I feel like I just answered.
Was that the worst way?
Was it? Yeah.
Are you sure?
Because see, look at me from up like clearly. Do I look like people who serve breakfast to me?
Yes. The finest ones are the ones that serve breakfast the most. Yes. Sorry, we have chopped breakfast. Between me and you, we have chopped. Oh my God. You should open an bed and breakfast for me.
I think the worst type of breakfast for me is always when you want someone and they don't want you back. I think that would be the worst.
Is that really the worst?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, breakfast can be very creative. Very, very creative. So
But for me personally, in my life, you know, like with how long I've been dating, the worst type of breakfast. Because I've never really been served breakfast like that. I've always been the one to leave. No, not in even a good way. Like you,
Chef Vandora.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Yeah.
Heartbreakist.
So most of my most of my breakfast are mutual. So
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Your turn.
What 3 things can make you serve someone breakfast? This is a breakfast situation.
Ooh. If you cheat. Yes, if you cheat.
Wow. Okay. Go on.
If you have body odor, or you just develop that, because I would never date you if you have, like, I wouldn't even talk to you. But somewhere along the line, something happens, and it becomes a recurring problem, then we're done. And 3, if you are of, if you don't have any kind of meaning in my life, if we're just doing this thing, you know, and you're not in my life, you're in it, but you're not in it, and you're not of no use, no value, nothing, like you're not there, we're done. If you could carry out your revenge on the person that gave you your worst breakfast, what would you do? Please, we're allowed to be very creative and destructive.
Yeah, because it's only a thought, right? So what would I do? I would love to look good, because I think looking good can be so sweet.
I agree.
Like looking good, I promise you, can be everything. I would look good. I will come, you know, because I'm probably your girlfriend. I probably know everybody. I'll come, take your car, crash it into your house, set it ablaze, you know, take my picture, so you know that I was here, sign it, and
then end up in jail if you
yeah, and then, you know, if I was in the world, I'll probably come and fuck somebody in your bed. That's it. Yeah. And someone you know,
ladies
someone
and gentlemen,
you love.
this is about, because when they tell you fear with men,
you know, like just as far, let's have fun, let's create, you know, danger. Something exciting, something I can tell my children that you have it in your blood.
God just be like, I said vengeance was mine, but wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm officially afraid of you. Oh my God.
Who is your go-to artist when going through a breakup, and why?
I don't have any go-to artists. See, I don't like, when I was much younger, I would do no. I'm not that kind of guy to go through a breakup and then listen to songs and be reveling in the sadness. I don't do that. I run away from the breakup. I'll go and turn up. I'll listen to what I regularly listen to. Nothing will change. You will never know I'm going through a breakup with my music. Nothing will change.
All these people that don't mourn, they don't mourn. They don't.
I'm singing, you're
supposed to mourn. Something just happened. See, in your psyche, yeah, you need to acknowledge that something happened.
You can mourn
and take
with good food, with amazing shows, with good people that you know are there for you. You can mourn.
But that's not mourning.
But you now come and mourn and sit inside the shower.
Yeah, be sad. You're allowed to be sad.
But what if we don't want to be sad?
Then you're just piling on your troubles.
But we don't want to be sad. Sadness is something I don't want to ever do with my life. I know it's gonna come, right? It's a part of life. It's like this, but I choose not to deal with sadness. See,
let me tell you something. There's a reason why you need to be sad.
Why?
There's a reason. The word is there, the feeling is there, the emotion.
Why do you need to be sad?
Because it allows you to appreciate good things after it. Yeah, and it also allows you.
I was wishing that would not make sense, but it does.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay.
What is the silliest excuse you have ever used to end a relationship?
It's not using. No, be so. Sometimes it's me.
Because it's not you, it's me. It's a cliche for a reason. Because people that say it mean it. So what did you?
I didn't mean to. Like, you know when someone is stressing you, but I wasn't feeling any. I don't know. I've gotten to the stage where maybe I wasn't feeling any pity or any. I don't know. I was really numb. So when he asked me why, that's what I said. Because I didn't know what.
Well, that was actually true.
It was. Yeah.
Numb, so
I was just like, I wasn't feeling it.
Like,
that's just.
Poor guy.
What is the most ridiculous reason a person has given you to break up with you?
Most ridiculous reason. You can chop breakfast without actually, being the one, receiving the breakfast.
How?
Something can happen now. It's going to break your heart and then you just walk away from the relationship. Do you get? So I don't think anybody has ever given me any ridiculous reason. There's been nothing. Everything has always been very, very
dramatic,
serious and dramatic. Like, yeah, no, there's nothing. Sorry. What has been your most embarrassing heartbreak moment so far? Is it that same one? Cannot be that same one. What's your embarrassing?
So I have this thing of, if you know you're not going to marry me, don't try and be dating me. I don't need to carry a catalog of boys before I end up in a relationship. So in 3 months, you know that you're not going to marry. Let's vibe. It's okay. If you feel it, then we can. But if you don't, I'm gonna keep on dating other people. Okay? Now, because dating is an interview, it's not the job. So basically, we were liking each other, and I think at some point I lost my mind, and I liked him a little bit more. Right? This is a situation you never want to. And even if you like this boy, let me tell you, can I say that girls should just never tell guys that they like them? On God. Just never make it a reality. Even if it shows, even if your body, everything is screaming, just don't say it.
Bad advice.
If you say it, you're only allowed to say it once you said it. I'm just saying to retain your power in the whole situation. That's if you care about that. If you don't, then all power to you, girl. So yeah, I was liking him, but at some point I let it go. I was expressing myself, saying everything. The guy was saying it back, but as he was saying it back, he was also hitting someone from the back while I was there. So that was embarrassing to me. Peace.
Wow. Since the
Yeah, that's embarrassing. What experience comes to mind when you hear the words "women will show you"? Elo loves this.
So
Elo
first of all,
as devils.
First of all, the revenge thing that she said, that's one reason. Because
But-
if you can think that shit up, you can do it.
Wait. My own is this. Just hear me out. For me to think that thing up, what do you think was the action that gave that reaction? Because if I'm
Men
going to
chop
think
breakfast
that
in the most
deep,
creative ways too, but they will not think like this.
because they're giving a
What
lot
was the
of
question again?
What comes to mind when you hear the words "women will show you shaggy"?
Oh yeah, so like the most rampant thing of all, when men find out that their kids are not their kids. And I've heard a lot of personal
we go hide
stories
face for
over
this one.
time.
We go hide
People
face.
finding out that their 18, their 30-year-old kids are not theirs. And you know what's funny? It's when people are trying to jackpot with your family, you know they have to provide DNA tests. Or your kids to prove that you're a kid.
So all your jackpot, better make sure that these kids are this.
If you go to these embassies, they will tell you what they've seen. These people at the visa, they will tell you what they have seen. That a lot of marriages crash at that embassy because men are finding out every day that their kids are not their kids. Fear men.
Like, that's deep, Sha. I don't know.
That's a very deep. It's like they're taking a giant penis and they're fucking you from the ass to your brain and it's going back, circling around, and they're keeping you like that in limbo forever. Because that thing will devastate any human being anywhere, no matter how cold and lifeless you may be. Finding out that your kid that you've thrown love into, thrown everything into, is not your kid, and the person that you trusted to start a family with has been lying to you from day one and putting another person's kids on you. It's a very, very deep fuck. So women are the only people in this entire existence that can actually pull off that kind of crime. Until the day that we see men get pregnant, men can't. But women are that's a crime specific to women.
You know, some people argue with that
what?
men can get pregnant.
Okay. Who is your go-to artist when you're going through a breakup? And why?
Okay, so I don't have a go-to artist. I have like a go-to R&B, old school, like
Mix.
What's it called? Yeah, so it's like Mariah Carey,
Boyz II
Boys to Men, you know, this
Bobby Brown,
Break My Heart.
Tony Braxton.
Yeah, you know, that vibe, you know. And then I will now go back, I will now go into new age, you know, Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion.
Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion. You know, Cardi B, they say a bunch of shit about women, you know.
So basically, your music takes on personification of the 5 stages of grief. So you start with
I'm sad, I'm needy, I'm lonely,
angry,
and then I'm angry, yeah, and then I'm a baddie, and I accept that, man, bullshit. B-U-S-H-I-T, end. That's it.
Your question.
What is the longest time has ever taken you to get over a breakup? What is the longest time it has ever taken you to get over a breakup?
4 months. And that was because at the end of the 4 months, we got back together. So during the 4 months, it was really, really, really difficult. So I had like a bit of anxiety, maybe it's a lot of anxiety. I was barely sleeping. And so when I was in school, like, I don't understand. If I know what I know now, that's like, okay, real life, you're going to drop more heartbreak and you're going to enter real life. But yeah, I had sleep deprivation. I was eating, but I was not eating. And then the girl came back after 4 months and basically told me that she had been out there and she just really misses me and realized what she had. Me, I was in love. I didn't make her work for it. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And then a month later, I chopped more breakfasts. But that's a story for another day. What personal experience comes to mind when you hear the words men are scum?
I think men are yummy. I don't really think they're scum. I just think they are, they have questionable logic.
I believe that men are scum. Simple and short, because I'm a man. And just questionable logic, it makes a lot of sense to me. But men are scum. What's your question, please? Answer it.
Yeah, I think they have questionable logic. I mean, they're right. Everything is this way, that way. You know, men are simple. Then it gets to relationship complicated. How? Your whole life can be simple and then you don't understand. You said you like me. I don't get it. You know, yeah, you know, they treat men this way. You know, for women, men are supposed to be simple. When it comes to I love you, man, the whole world can come crashing down. I don't know.
I wish I could disagree with you. I really do wish I could disagree with you. But yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. I don't have the arsenal to. I'm really, really sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Your question.
How long was your shortest relationship? Why did you break up?
It was 3 months.
And why?
It was 3 months, and I ended it with her because she was a little intense. And when I say little intense, I'm putting it lightly. Now, we started dating, and she moved to the next street from my house. Yep. So
white girl shit.
Look, I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. No problem. I'm on my way back from work. I'd see her, we'd smash, we'd chill, I'd go back home, or she'd follow me back home. And she was just basically in my space. And then
after you smash, real quick.
And she's my girlfriend. What the, that's on the
table.
Yeah,
but like you smash.
First, okay. Now, calm down. And so, if I go out without her, she's like, oh, you're going out to go and run your own PM. I'm with my guys. We're going out to go and what? Come on, I mean. So you passed, you didn't see me, but I'm tired. Like, I wasn't even cheating. I wasn't cheating. There was no, even if I wanted to cheat, there was no space to cheat. Like, I wasn't even thinking about it because we were having sex all the goddamn time, and I was all sexed out. Like, I was just like, so which energy? All the rest of the energy I had to work. So it got to a point where she was so intense, and I was like, I really cannot deal with this, man. So I went over to her house and I said, yeah, I can't do this anymore. And I did it a week before Valentine's. Not that really matters.
The scum that he is.
Ta-da! That guy, I didn't want anybody to
No, you see, the thing with Elo,
I still give back.
Let me shush. Like, the thing with Elo is that he comes in a really nice package. I mean, gentleman, ticks all the nice boxes. I mean, he's the person you want to take home to mama until you date the butterfly.
Have you dated me before?
I just know your story now.
Nobody knows my story in Lagos, so.
And that's what I'm on now.
What the shit?
I just exposed him, so T.
Like I said, take Vandora's words with a pinch of pink Himalayan salt.
Okay. Alright.
So as I was saying, I broke up with her and we continued smashing for another 3 months.
Scum that he is. Continue.
Because she will not let me breathe. How do you escape?
The only way to escape from this girl is just to smash.
But it reduced dramatically the intensity that was choking me, and that's what I wanted. It would have been fine. She was actually a pretty chill person, but that you are choking me, that clingy thing was a problem. So I just said, you know what? Yeah, no, I don't like. No. But she's like, okay, but can we still smash? I'm like, hell yeah, okay, all right. But no more, please don't choke me. The funniest part of everything was even after we broke up, I didn't still sleep with anybody else. So technically I was still in the relationship, I just technically ended it the week before Valentine's. What are the 3 signs that show you that breakfast is around the corner?
3 signs that show me. Or I show people. Because it's a
Okay, so let's make it interesting. Give me 3 signs that show you, and give me 3 signs that you show people.
Okay, for me it's distance. I talk a lot, so if I stop talking to you and telling you about my day, it's coming.
So that's from you.
Yeah.
So distance from you, and then
from when I notice the other guy. Usually with me, guys are usually clingy. I don't know, cause you know vibes now, Vandy vibes. You can never. Don't worry, trusted and trusted. What? Yes, now. So you always want to hang around. You always want a glass of this, tall, fine. And once
with
you
pink.
start,
pink whipped cream.
And once I think, because I feel like you're so involved, and men are, like we said, simple creatures. So when I notice that you're maybe being distracted, and I notice little things. Maybe the way you used to laugh, that's new. The way you used to laugh at my joke was 50 seconds. Now you're reduced to 40 seconds.
This is the madness I was talking about.
Shut up! Something is definitely wrong. I know what I'm saying now. So Babi Shereni. And I tell you, 40, some girl is distracting you. Because where's all that energy? Where did it go?
Maybe you just went.
No, where did it go?
Maybe you just went somewhere else.
Exactly. Men are simple until relationship. But anyway, we shall continue.
Yeah, you've only given me 2 reasons. We have 4 more.
That's the top.
Reasons that that heartbreak is coming to you.
To me. And now, when you stop laughing at my jokes, if you stop communicating, because I will ask questions, I will talk, I will want to know, and usually my conversations always induce truth. Because I like to keep it real, be honest. Tell me what you're going through. Tell me what you're now, I beg. Let's know so that we cannot prolong anything. So I will choose and decide if I'm still going to stretch or, So I will know what's up. So once I start seeing those little changes, maybe you used to call me, you didn't call me, and you didn't even like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? When guys are really in you, when they are,
when they're really in you.
When they're about you.
Woo!
That's what I meant.
When they're in you.
When they're about you. It really is.
It's okay. When was the last time you got laid?
What do you want to know?
I'm not asking what
Why do you want to know?
That was a rhetorical question to prove a point, please.
I'm a virgin, I beg. What is the worst thing a breakup has ever pushed you to do?
I'm not a child of violence. I don't believe in vengeance either. But I will not deny the fact that breakup has manifested in my life somehow. So when I was in school, I got served breakfast, that same 4-month long breakfast, and my immediate reaction was to soak myself in vagina. Yeah, so I was having sex, a lot of sex. And that's how I learned firsthand that sex does not cure heartbreak. It never does. It just gives you something to be distracted for the 1-2 hours that they are doing it. And that's it.
He's giving you time frame. Sorry, that's all I got from what you said.
Sorry, 15 seconds. But yeah, so I think that was one thing I did. Do I regret it? I don't think I do.
No, man.
I don't.
Having the time of
I was having the time of my life, but I think that's the only dramatic reaction I've ever had to a breakup. Every other thing would be what you're feeling inside, and if you're going about your day, nobody might really know what you're going through because you're not really expressing yourself, you're not breaking anything, you're not crying, you're not plotting revenge. So the immediate reaction for me was to just have sex. Yeah.
I'm going to question that, Sha. How come you had immediate access to vagina?
Because I'm a sweet boy. And girls were knocking at the door, but I was keeping them
No,
at
you
bay.
see, this is corny. Oh!
That's the thing. So after the breakup, yeah, I was in school post end of semester, and I was going any and everywhere with different people, and advances were made at me, and I'm like, you know what? I have no other reason to say no. It looked like a heartless thing, so let's kick it, and we kicked it. And then I came back to Nigeria and I continued kicking some more other hits. All right, so what's the biggest thing you regret doing for a person that eventually served you breakfast?
I don't know. What? Why? Why so personal?
Tell us, what's the biggest thing?
Nothing, no.
I know you're just...
I know you do that.
Talk.
No, I can't say.
Eyes full of lies.
You see, there's nothing that I would consider that while I'm dating someone that I did that was too big. If I did anything for that person, and genuinely, this is not me whistling my way out of the situation.
If you don't say something concrete, you're going to
I genuinely believe that whatever we were feeling, that emotion pushed me to do what I did, and it's very valid, and it was right for that moment.
Of course.
It's over, okay. That's
not the question. What is the biggest thing you did for somebody that eventually served you breakfast?
What? Nobody.
What did you do for that person that eventually served you? What's the biggest thing?
Why? What is it?
Am I the one asking the question? It's not Paul.
Do you know the answer? I mean, what is it? Why are you pushing me to talk?
I do actually, but I want her to talk. Talk.
There's nothing. I remember the one night. Okay.
Talk.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
You jackpot.
Oh shit.
Yeah, see?
Well, normal now. It's for me and him.
So can you please tell us the story?
So a very long time ago, I wasn't in Nigeria, okay? Staying some guy.
That was in Nigeria.
Oh, who's your own?
We're trying to give them context, proper story. Don't be whistling your way out of the story.
I need to make it as vague as possible.
No.
You know, I don't
We
want people checking my pictures to be like, who is the one that went?
Exactly. We are going to hide his name. Please.
No, okay, so I don't know. I'm a very caring person, and I just like people to experience things. And because maybe sometimes people are not at the same financial bracket, doesn't mean things cannot be done in order to, keep the romance on a high level.
Then, what did you do? So basically, at the end of the day, you spent all your money you already...
No, I traveled with somewhere. I took him somewhere.
Where? Which country? Which continent? Asia, Europe?
What's wrong?
So basically, the answer to her question is that
No, what?
you sponsored a trip to a vacation.
To where?
To wherever. A vacation to wherever.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing you've done for... Wow.
It's not the biggest, it's just one of the things I would consider a nice gesture.
Nobody has ever carried me abroad, but that's... I sympathize with you on this one.
Have you ever served breakfast and regretted it?
Yes.
Why was it like a yes and no?
Because I did not serve the breakfast without a valid reason. There was a very concrete reason I did that, and it was to protect my peace of mind and get rid of my anxiety. But I regretted it because I felt like I didn't do enough to try and fix the situation as opposed to just walking away from it, you know? But in the end, I later found out that I actually should have just left the breakfast where it was, because in trying to solve the thing, it led to a buffet. An entire buffet spread, you know? And yeah, that's it. That's actually it. What 3 tips would you give to a person that had just been served fresh out of the oven? Delicious. Sponge. Breakfast.
Okay, like I said before, my first thing, girl, you need to just detach from everything, your phone.
That's so easy.
See, let me tell you something. You've just been something. I feel like people don't understand that heartbreak is actually traumatic, and if you really invest your mind, your soul, your feel, because women think far, right? I've planned my things in my head. You've completely. So now I'm rewriting this chapter again. It's a big deal. You need to actually guys, I need 5 days. I promise you, all you need is 5 days. You know, just detach. You're allowed to eat, you're allowed to do whatever, just stay in your bed, you know. Then maybe day 2, after you like cried, day 2, start thinking about things that you would like to do while you're on your bed. You're not planning on doing them, you're just things you would like to do, okay? It helps get your mind, it shifts focus, right? Because that's what you want to do. Because there's really nothing you can do about the feeling, because the feeling is going to be there for quite some time. But all you need to do is shift focus. Once you start shifting focus while you're in your bed, you start preparing your mind. By the 3rd day, by the 4th, maybe you cry, maybe you eat, maybe you go out, maybe you make some bad mistakes, because that's bound to happen. Because emotions are just never
Some bad dick mistakes.
And then, I never said that too. That was not my...
Or you get drunk.
Anything that's good
Or
for
both.
Anyway, Sha, so on the 5th day, you want to take yourself out, you know, even if it's just to pack your hair nicely. You don't want to wear makeup, it's fine. Just take yourself out and go to the movies, go and eat something, or just go and have fun. Like, play games at arcades and things like that, and come back. Just be by yourself. By the 6th day, I promise you, you will get up and you'll be ready to go. Not that you're not in pain, no, you'll still be in pain. But because you've taken time to really refocus and readjust, things that look like mountains will start to look like mountains. That's the one I have to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the mouth of Vandora, you heard it.
Yeah, it's like I've been served breakfast a lot. How do I know so much?
So eloquently put, like you even stutter. Like I was waiting for you to stutter. Say, no, it's like you were ready for this.
Yeah, because I think that my mental stability and my energy always has to be 100,
wow.
And nothing can affect that. So if I need time, I need time. So that's just what it is.
That's it.
It's protecting your space, so your mind. Forget it. Your husband is in front. That's just the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Pulse Fun Facts. My name is Elozonam and this is
Vandora. You know, a little bit extra.
And I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, we did.
Peace.